massive. Northern lawmakers plot to impeach House of Reps Speaker Gbajabiamila over controversial water resources bill. It was gathered that the Northern lawmakers, who are bent on making sure the bill succeeds, have already asked the clerk of the House to prepare an addendum and plan to take their counterparts from southern part of the country unawares to ensure the bill successfully passed second reading. This country, honestly, some things are happening, you begin to wonder, what are people really looking for? Is it to set this country on fire? With what we are currently going through, insecurity here and there, election coming in 2023, and people have spoken against this Ruga or whatever water resources bill that they are trying to bring in through the back door. And we just want to continue to create crisis for this country. Where is the heart of the people that are in position, especially politicians? What do they want for this country? Do they want any good for this country at all? Or they just want to go there and continue to create crisis instead of solving the problem on ground is to add to the issues on ground? Why are we like this, for God's sake? Why? Northern lawmakers in the House of Representatives have alleged concluded plans to impeach Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila should he fail to support the controversial water resources bill during its second reading, Sahara reporters has learned. President Muhammadu Buhari, the submission of the bill has been strongly and widely rejected by the Pan-Yoruba Social Cultural Group Afenifere, the APES Igbo Social Cultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum PANDEF, and Middle Belt Forum, the Minister of Water Resources Suleiman Adamu, and a clique of lawmakers in the National Assembly, as well as sponsors of the controversial bill Sadasoli, Chairman Committee on Water Resources, and Hassan Fulata, Chairman Committee on Rules and Business, have been desperately pushing for the passage of the bill, which was rejected by the 8th National Assembly following public outcry. If your members, if they have been complaining and saying no to a bill, why push it further? What is the interest of those pushing for it? What do they stand to gain? What is the interest of this bill to the nation? Is it bringing any value? Is it taking away some things? Why would they be pushing for things that is controversial, for God's sake? Well, it's not their fault. Is it not the people that are making sure that they get back to the National Assembly that are creating this kind of problem? Their relentless campaign to ensure the passage of the bill has fueled the speculations that they have ulterior motives. One of the provisions considered offensive in the bill is that while there is a popular agitation for resource control and devolution of powers to the state and local governments, the bill seeks to compel Nigerians to permit and pay taxes to the federal government like oil and gas operators before they will drill boreholes in their backyard. When we are saying the federal government is too powerful, when we are saying the federal government is doing more than it can buy, they still want to add to the issues on ground. When we are saying there should be devolution of power, let the state, the local government be given some autonomy, so they let them have some controls over so many things within them. The federal government wants to take up another issue. The bill also seeks to cede ownership of waterways, river banks, and others to the federal government. For why? Allegedly for the settlement of foreign herdsmen. What is our issue with this herdsmen? How long are we going to continue to talk about this herdsmen that is not bringing any recourse or bringing any solution? Is it not a private business? Must the government be involved in it? Okay, let the people that enter big ritual begin to shout, the federal government begin to create way for them. Let the people that enter other business, agricultural business, let them be, or animal husbandry, let the federal government begin to create. Why is this herdsman matter? What is in it? Why? It's a private business. People should plan for their business. Why is the federal government so interested in the herdsman issue? Are they beyond the people that they can talk to? Are they beyond people they can control? They are the ones creating problems inside and then between farmers and herdsmen. The government is not looking, they want to create more to eat. Well, the House of Representatives on June 29, 2022 passed the bill for first reading in what can be described as an ambush of the southern lawmakers, many of whom were said to be absent at that day's sitting. What are they supposed to be absent when you are elected and put in the place? You are supposed to represent the people you are going to lead up and down. Why would they not scheme against them when they know that they won't be there to do anything? Instead of facing the business they are elected for, is to be going gallivanting up and down. A member of the House of Representatives from Sokoto State who is not comfortable with the bill told Sahara reporters on the condition of anonymity that all plans to smuggle the controversial water resources bill that almost tore the nation apart through second reading at the House of Representatives have been intensified and concluded by the northern lawmakers. The plan is that if the Speaker, Gbajabiamila, fails to pack them to succeed in the second reading of the controversial water resources bill, he will be impeached, and I can authoritatively tell you that the clerk of the House has been mandated already to prepare addendum. The presidency is solidly behind this whole arrangement, and strong opposition to the introduction of the bill to the House will not stop its passage, as plans to get it passed this time around have been concluded already. The plot to get the bill passed in the Ninth Assembly has the back blessing of the President and the leadership of the National Assembly. Unlike in the last attempt, when the Speaker of the House of Representatives played a stabilizing role leading to the defeat of the bill, this time around the threat of impeachment is hanging on Gbajabiamila if he fails to play along. The plot to pass the bill was hatched here in Nigeria, but was concluded at Mecca during the recent Hajj in Saudi Arabia. And part of the plot is to impeach the Speaker of the House, Gbajabiamila, whom they believe did not do much to ensure that the bill was passed before he knew the President was interested in the bill. They wanted the bill passed for the second reading this past week, but many southern lawmakers were around, and with the support from northern Christian lawmakers, the sponsors and the leadership of the House failed to bring the bill last Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. When the bill was passed for the first reading in the House, no member had had a copy of the bill except those behind it, and this prompted the Speaker to direct that every lawmaker should get a copy of the bill to study ahead of the second reading debate, and this directive has not been carried out. This is to tell you the bill has a hidden agenda that will tear this nation apart. Who wants to tear this nation apart? What is their interest? What do they want? The National Assembly will have gone on vacation, but they are waiting for the most of the southern lawmakers who have made summer traveling arrangements to travel out of the country. Then they will strike. They will observe this week. If they can't pass it, because of the large numbers of southern and northern Christian lawmakers at the chamber, the House will be made to convoke an emergency sitting of the House after the House might have adjourned for vacation. The clerk of the House has prepared an addendum to enable the House to reconvene and sit even at night or weekend to consider the passing of the controversial bill, with or without southern members in attendance. My fear is that if the southern Nigerian fail to rise to the occasion, the bill will pass through a certain interest in the presidency and Connaught are bent on passing the bill and having mobilized huge resources to get it done. For me, this is a fight for the soul of Nigeria, because if the bill that people are saying no is allowed to pass through the first and second reading without a majority of the members being there, just like they did to the Petroleum Industrial Act when they requested for 5% and they were granted 3%, and this Ruga is just like representing Ruga in disguise with the backing of the presidency. Well, what is your take on this? Kindly make it known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.